lesson 5. Today is selecting guru. Selecting guru. This is the topic. Selecting guru. Selecting guru. Selecting guru. Hare Krishna. So, last week we talked about Guru Padastraya, and we said Guru Padastraya is divided into two: Prabhupada Ashraya and Diksha and Siksha Guru Padastraya. And there we explained that Padastraya means, Ashraya means shelter, Pada means lotus feet. So Prabhupada Ashraya means taking shelter of the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. And Diksha / Siksha Guru Padashraya means taking shelter of the lotus feet of Diksha and Siksha Guru. And we explained that there are some specific ways we can develop a deep relationship with Srila Prabhupada right from the onset. Some ways we can develop a deep relationship with Srila Prabhupada right from the onset or onstart. And we're saying that if we always regularly read Srila Prabhupada books, we follow the regulatory principles strictly, we chant our 16 rounds strictly, and we appreciate what Srila Prabhupada has done for us, we distribute Srila Prabhupada books, we regularly do Guru Puja and recite Srila Prabhupada's pranam. If we do this, we develop deep relationship with Srila Prabhupada right from the onset. Right from the onset. And you say, okay, if we develop deep relationship with Srila Prabhupada, what are the benefits? That we are going to produce more loving devotees. We are becoming attached to pure devotees. Then we also have an understanding of Srila Prabhupada's mood and mission. And we will remain non-deviant. Then we'll be able to follow the footsteps of pure devotees, Srila Prabhupada, very nicely. And if we develop that deep relationship with Srila Prabhupada, we desire to work cooperatively with devotees, other devotees also. And we will be in the mood of making everybody Srila Prabhupada man, Srila Prabhupada man, Srila Prabhupada woman. Then we try to discuss some experiences. We did some small experiential exercise, whereby we said, if any devotee can recount an experience he had, wherein serving our current gurus or prospective Diksha gurus or Siksha gurus affected our relationship with Srila Prabhupada. And there was a beautiful experience narrated by one of the students. And we did a little debriefing. And we tried to draw some general principles. And we went ahead to explain that there are two primary drives. That means something that will push you to want to do something. There are two primary drives that we want you to partake in any activity. And one of them is to take shelter. We want to take shelter. We want to be protected. We want to have some divine umbrella around us. Everybody wants to take shelter. And we say there are false shelters and there are true shelters also. That every shelter that is affected by time is Durashraya. It is false shelter. Taking shelter of material education, bodily beauty, economic competence, economic good bank balance, good parentage. All these are false shelters. All these shelters will collapse. And where you are taking the umbrella you are using collapses, then what happens to you? You will be directly under the rain or under the sun. So all collapsible shelters are temporary shelters, and they are called durashraya. They are affected by time. But there is one shelter that is not affected by time, and that is the shelter of Krishna. Taking shelter of Krishna, you are secured, your future is secured. Because it is Krishna that controls time. Time controls everybody, but Krishna controls time. So if you are under the shelter of Krishna, you are secured. You are secured. Then we said there's material shelter, there's spiritual shelter. The devotee takes shelter of the spiritual shelter, whereas the non-devotee takes shelter of the material. And we said those two drives. One is to take shelter, and the other one is to derive pleasure. To take shelter, one drive, one thing that makes us to do anything, want shelter, and we want to derive pleasure. These are the two motives, two driving forces, two propellers. And we say to derive pleasure, there are two kinds of pleasure. One is material pleasure, and one is spiritual pleasure. And when we bring the senses in contact with the objects, any attempt we make to bring in the senses in contact with their objects, attempts for sense gratification, produces innumerable miseries. That the birthplace, the mother of all material miseries, is the desire for sense gratification. And we gave an analogy of the fish in the ocean who aspired to gratify the tongue and get caught, by the hook of a fisherman, and how the big fish got allured by a small fish, unknowing that the hook is hiding, and he swallowed the hook along, and he actually did not enjoy. He had a desire to enjoy. That is the best he could get, that desire to enjoy. But going into taking action, right from the first action, he started experiencing distress upon distress, until big fish found himself on the land and was cut to pieces by the fishmonger. And some part of it was smoked, other part was cooked directly, and it ended up in the stomach of the fishmongers. So we said desire, just the desire for sense gratification alone produces unlimited miseries. Then we quoted Bhagavad Gita 5:22 to support this point. He sans prasajabuga dukayo na ya ebate adi antabanta kunteya na tesura mante Buddha. That the wise man does not delight in source, source of pleasures, which are temporary and produces a lot of miseries. Then on the other hand, there is spiritual pleasure. You see, when the senses are brought in contact with Krishna through service, one derives unlimited pleasure, in diametric opposition to the one who tries to enjoy the senses. It derives unlimited pleasure. So any service to Krishna in any form produces unlimited pleasure. And that's the type of pleasure that the devotee aspires for. Our spiritual life basically begins when we try to bring alignment with the Lord in the heart. And we explain that there are so many external manifestations of the Lord in the heart, in form of his mercy. And we said the deities are also manifestation of the Lord in the heart. Out of costless mercy, the Lord made himself available for us in form of the deities, in form of the Guru Paramparam, in form of Srila Prabhupada, in form of Srimad Bhagavatam, in form of the 9 processes of devotional service, in form of the Mahamantra, and in form of Prashadam, of course, and in form of devotees, in form of Srimad Bhagavatam, the same Lord in the heart manifesting, trying to give us his costless mercies from all angles. You see? So if we properly align ourselves, with this spiritual shelter, we derive unlimited blessings, protection, and we attain the desired goal. And that was where we ended. Yes. Yes. And now we are in that is that is it. And we also, I remember, explained that Srila Prabhupada, the Siksha Gurus and the Diksha Gurus, they are all working in harmony. That Srila Prabhupada is the preeminent Siksha Guru, is the one who gives all the instructions, and all the current Gurus are following him. And therefore, he is the Siksha Guru for all of us. And that the Siksha Gurus, the Diksha Gurus, and the disciples, the Sikshas and the Dikshas are cultivating the disciples for Srila Prabhupada. So they are working in harmony. There is no contradiction, that their activities complement but not contradict. That was also what you said. And now we are coming to lesson 6, which is selecting Guru. And there are 2 main topics: qualification of a bona fide Guru, then selecting a Guru. So let's see how far we go. So first of all, what are we looking for in a Guru? What are we looking for in a Guru? Why do we want to take a spiritual master? Let us brainstorm a little bit. Why do we want to take a spiritual master? What are we looking for in a spiritual master? What are we looking for in a spiritual master? Aribo. Carry on.
I'm on chance.
You are not talking. What are we looking for in a spiritual master? Why do we want a spiritual master? My dear Prabhus and Matatis, we need a spiritual master.
Prabhu, Hare Krishna. So that the Guru will be our captain, so that he will lead us.
Good. We want a captain that will lead us across the region of existence. We want a captain. We are looking for a Guru, a competent captain that will not, endanger our life while crossing the ocean of material existence. So we need a Guru. A Guru knows the route. He knows where all the dangers lie. And he knows the deep sides. He knows where to pass. And he can lead us because he has known the route. Very good. That's a very good point. Very good. Basic. Yes. More points why we need a Guru. Okay. But you mute. You mute. Press that thing that look like a microphone. Very good. When you want to talk, you unmute. Okay, let us read the translation of the Sri Guru Vandana, the song we sing every morning. Sri Guru Charana Padma Kebalabhakati Sadma. The lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only way by which one can attain pure devotional service. So we are looking for the Guru because we know that his lotus feet is the only way by which we can attain pure devotional service. If we take shelter of him properly, it will guide us to attain pure devotional service. Then we say, I bow down to him with great awe and reverence. By his grace, one can cross the ocean of material sufferings and obtain the mercy of Krishna. By the grace of the spiritual master, one can cross the ocean of material suffering and attain the mercy of Krishna. Therefore, we are looking for the spiritual master because we want to attain the mercy of Krishna. We want to get the grace of the spiritual master so that we can, attain the mercy of Krishna through him. Then the next line says, my only wish is to have my consciousness purified by the words emanating from his lotus mouth. The Guru does not talk anything mundane. The Guru is full of talks about Krishna. So, because we want to purify our consciousness by hearing from him, if we get a Guru and we hear from him regularly, he's full of Krishna. So our consciousness will become purified. Then we develop faith. Start hearing about, Krishna, his pastimes through the Guru's mouth. Then our consciousness become purified. So we want our consciousness to be purified, by constantly listening to the Guru. Then attachment to his lotus feet is the perfection that fulfills all desires. Why? Because the lotus feet of the Guru is like the converging points of all the holy places of pilgrimage. So if you get the mercy of the lotus feet of the spiritual master, then you can easily overcome all temptations and obstacles on your spiritual path. He opens my darkened eyes and fills my heart with transcendental knowledge. The spiritual master is very vast in the scriptures. So he can feed us, give us transcendental knowledge and open our eyes to see things clearly. So we need a spiritual master who can do that for us, can open our darkened eyes and fill our hearts with transcendental knowledge. Is my Lord birth after birth. From him, ecstatic prema emanates, and by him, ignorance is destroyed. So just like the sunlight drives away darkness, so does the words of the Guru drives away nescience or ignorance. It dispels, the Guru is there to help dispel the ignorance in our heart and light our hearts up with transcendental knowledge, to illuminate our hearts with transcendental knowledge. We want our ignorance destroyed completely. Therefore, we need a Guru. And we want our hearts to be illuminated with transcendental knowledge. So we need a Guru. Our spiritual master is the ocean of mercy, the friend of the poor, and the Lord and master of all devotees. Oh, Master, be merciful unto us. Give us the shade of your little feet. Your famous brother, Lord, true words. So, read the translation of the Guru Puja song mindfully. Mindfully. Try to read and understand every word, every sentence. Then you know the importance of getting a Guru. Okay? And in a nutshell, as Bhaktivinoda said, the material world is like an ocean. the ocean with dangerous aquatic animals and sea monsters. But if you are to fly across this ocean, which is also turbulent, that means it's not steady, the waves are very strong, you need an expert captain. The material body is like a ship or a boat, and the spiritual master is the expert captain who can fly you across the ocean of material existence. So we need the spiritual master so that he can help us fly across the turbulent and dangerous ocean of material existence. We need a spiritual master. As a spiritual master, not everyone can become a spiritual master. There are bogus spiritual master, people claiming to be spiritual masters, but in actuality they are not. There are people who have the qualities of a spiritual master, so they are called bona fide spiritual master. Bona fide spiritual master. So what are the qualifications of a bona fide spiritual master? If you have the student handbook, you should be writing this thing in the box. There are boxes provided. You should write them in a way that at a glance you can study them. What are the qualifications of a bona fide spiritual master? So if you look at page 33 of the student handbook, page 33 of the student's handbook, there are some slokas. The first sloka is Vashovegam Manasa Kroda Vegam Jiva Vegam Udara Pasta Vegam Etan Vegam Yo Visaeta Dira Sarvam Apimam Pritivim Sasisiat. And the translation goes like this. This is from the letter of instruction. A sober person who can tolerate the urge to speak, the mind's demands, the actions of anger, and the urges of the tongue, belly, and genitals, is qualified to make disciples all over the world. So, basic qualifications of a guru. Vacho vegam, the urge to speak. Vachaha, the urge to speak has to be controlled. You don't just speak nonsense. When there's only chance for speaking nonsense, you keep quiet. You don't speak. Okay? So one who is able to control the urge to speak can tolerate the urge to speak. The mind's demand. The mind is always desiring so many things. The mind is like the storehouse of desires. So many desires. If you can control these desires, you don't go about trying to fulfill the desires. So if you can remain like an ocean that we just absorb, that we accommodate all kinds of water and still remain calm. If despite all the desires coming into your mind, you remain equiposed, then you can become a guru. Then the actions of anger. You know, anger is one of the subtle demons on the part of spiritual life. So the anger is the inability to tolerate other shortcomings, or the inability to remain calm in the midst of provocation. You see? So if you can control the urge for anger, if you are angry, actually your vision becomes beclouded. You can't think properly, you can't see properly anymore. Then you will act in a way that you will come regret later. So anger is to be controlled if you want to become a bona fide spiritual master. You need to control anger. Then, and the urges of the tongue, belly, and genitals. You see, the mouth has two functions. One function is to speak. You have to control and utilize your mouth to speak only about God, something that will uplift others. Then also to eat. So if you cannot control your urge to eat, then you cannot become a spiritual master, because the tongue wants to taste everything it sees, but you have to control it with the mind. That look, this is not good for you. This is not, if I take this is not good. If you are able to control the urge of the tongue, because the tongue leads to the belly. The belly is demanding, the tongue wants to send the food to the belly. Then if the belly is satisfied, it now weighs down on the genitals. So this straight line is interdependent. The tongue, the belly, and the genitals. This is a straight line. And the urges in that straight line are very, very strong. If you can control these urges of this straight line, the tongue, the belly, and the genital, in addition to being able to control anger and being able to speak, control the urge to speak nonsense, and also being able to control the demands, the various demands of the mind, and also anger, then such a person is qualified to make disciples all over the world. Okay? So try and memorize this slogan and make it your daily companion. Vacho vegam, kroda manasa vegam, jiva vegam, udaropa savegam. Etan vegam yo visaeta dira. Sarvam apimam pritivim sasisiat. Vegam, vegam, vegam. Vegam means urges. The urge, the propensity to do something, the push. That is vegan. You have to control all the vegans. Then you become a Goswami. They will put Goswami in your name. If you are no coming name, you cannot add Goswami to Atta. You cannot add Goswami to Israel. You cannot add Goswami to Isoke. We cannot add Goswami to Felicia. We cannot add Goswami to Paul. So you have to get a spiritual name. Then we can add Goswami, Master, one who has conquered the urges of the senses. But for now, you have no spiritual name yet. So you're not qualified to be called a Goswami. You see, I'm not becoming Goswami now. One who is not a Goswami is automatically a Godasa, a servant of the senses. So try to relocate from being servant of the senses to being servant of the Goswami, master of the senses. Okay, that is one. Then there are two qualifications, basic qualifications of a guru, in addition to these general qualifications enunciated by Srila Rupa Goswami in the Nectar of Instruction. These two qualifications. Still in page 33 of the student handbook, the second sloka. Tad vigyanantam sa gurum eva bigashet. Tad vigyanatam sa gurum eva bigashet. Samit panin strotriyam brahmanistam. These are the two qualifications of a guru. In addition to the first sloka of the Nectar of Instruction, which says a sober person who can tolerate the urge to speak, the mind's demands, the actions of anger, and the urges of the tongue, belly, and genitals, is qualified to make disciples all over the world. Then these are the other two qualifications. To understand these things properly, one must humbly approach with firewood in hand, a spiritual master who is learned in the Vedas and firmly devoted to the absolute truth. So the first qualification is that a bona fide spiritual master must be very learned in the scriptures. Very learned in the scriptures. And himself should have his own spiritual master. Then he should be firmly devoted to the absolute truth, to Krishna. By dint of that knowledge, he is fully convinced that Krishna is the protector, Krishna is the source of everything. He should be fully convinced. And that conviction should manifest in his actions and his priorities in life. So these are the two qualifications. He must be very, very well versed in the Vedas, and he must be firmly devoted to the absolute truth. These are the two basic qualifications of a bona fide spiritual master. So here the verse says that with firewood in hand. With firewood in hand. What does that exactly mean? With firewood in hand. With firewood in hand means when going to see the spiritual master, you don't go there empty-handed. If you want to see the spiritual master, if you want to go and see the spiritual master, you don't go there empty-handed. Do you understand? You should go there with something, some gifts. If you want to go and see a spiritual master, oh, Gurudev, come, I want to go and see him. You should go there with some gifts. And what type of gifts? What type of gifts do you carry? You should take along with you something that can help him in his service to his own spiritual master. What are some of the things that can be used, the Guru can use in the service of his spiritual master? You can go with fruits. You can go with incense. You can go with some special oil for Nisingadev deity. You can go with gifts, any gift that you know that he can use to comfortably serve Krishna, Guru, and Krishna. You should take it along. So the point is, don't go see the spiritual master with empty hands. With empty hands. Don't go see the spiritual master with empty hands. You go with something, okay? That is what it means by with firewood in hand. With firewood in hand. See, with firewood in hand. It means you go see the spiritual master with some gifts that can help him serve his own Guru. So you get it? Okay, that is about that. Having said that, we move to the next. A bona fide guru, this is in the student handbook, page 33. Just after the quotation we just read. A bona fide guru does not impart some self-styled, concocted knowledge. His knowledge is standard and received from the Paramparam system. The Paramparam system is the system whereby the guru you want to take has its own guru. And that guru has its own guru. And that guru has its own guru. Until Krishna. So if the guru has his own guru, And that guru, and if the chain leads up to Krishna, then he's a bona fide spiritual master. He's in a bona fide chain of disciplic succession. This is what it means by paramparam. So the bona fide spiritual master must be connected to the paramparam. He must have his own spiritual master. He said, okay, I'm a guru. Then who is your guru? You can ask him. Who is your guru? You are a guru. Who is your guru then? Then he will say, oh, so person is my guru. Who is the guru of your guru? Then he will say, so person is the guru of my guru. But if he just come out and make himself a guru, and he doesn't have a guru, then he's a bogus guru. He's not bona fide. That means a bona fide guru does not speculate. He does not give his own knowledge. All the knowledge he gives is knowledge he receives from his own guru. Okay? He does not give any self-styled knowledge. All the knowledge he gives is knowledge that he received from his own guru. So he does not speculate. That's why devotees are very good in quoting Srila Prabhupada. They quote Srila Prabhupada a lot. Srila Prabhupada said, and if you are giving some kind of philosophy that is strange, other devotees can challenge you. Where did you get this from? Is it what Srila Prabhupada said? All of you are your videos are awful. So I don't know whether I'm talking to just the one. So your videos are awful. I'm not seeing anybody there.
In the public transport, I'm following.
Yeah,
I'm going to go home. I'm following.
okay.
Well, I'm here. Yeah. I'm listening.
Okay. Dr. Paul, are you there? But Israel,
yes, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, it's okay. Now we
Yeah.
have only three. We have only three. Okay.
I put the video.
Come.
I put the video.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Your place, if you on the video, the network will become too bad.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. So a bona fide guru does not impart some self-styled, concocted knowledge. His knowledge is standard and received from the paramparam system. He is also firmly fixed in the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Brahmanism. These are the two qualifications. He must have had the Vedas or Vedic knowledge through the disciplic succession, and he must be established in the service of the Supreme Lord. He does not have to be a very learned scholar, but he must have had from the proper authority. So these are the qualifications. That means he must have his own guru, who is bona fide, who has his own guru, and he must have heard from him. Even if he's not so materially educated, provided he has received knowledge from his guru, he can impart that knowledge unto you. Because the gurus do not give material knowledge, they give spiritual knowledge. And he must be very firmly fixed in a devotional service. He's a living example of a devotee. Now selecting a guru. Can we please brainstorm a bit? What are some inappropriate ways? What are some inappropriate reasons for selecting a guru? The other side of the coin of appropriate is inappropriate. There are appropriate ways of selecting a guru, and there are inappropriate ways of selecting a guru. Inappropriate reasons. When I say waste, it's too vague. Reasons. There are inappropriate reasons for selecting a guru, and there are appropriate reasons for selecting a guru. So let us brainstorm and bring out what comes to your mind when we say inappropriate reasons for selecting a guru. What are the first things that come to your mind? Tell us. We are not going to go like that. We have to talk. Let us be interactive. Let's find the answers together. Haribo.
Yeah, the inappropriate reason for putting a spiritual master, first of all, we should not put a spiritual master with material benefits in our mind. We should have this clear consciousness before approaching a spiritual master.
Okay. We should not have material benefits in our mind when trying to select a guru. Material benefits like, if I take this guru, he will connect me to his other disciples who are businessmen. And I learned that this guru is very popular. He has a lot of rich disciples. If I become a disciple, then I will get that business connection. This is inappropriate reason. It's a material motive in mind while approaching. And also say, okay, this is an international movement. If I join this movement, and if I get this guru, who is an American guru, I will, after I stay for some time, pretend for some time, I will approach him that I want to come to America. Then it will arrange, it will open the way for me to come to America. So for that reason, I will choose American body guru. The guru that his body is from America, not India, not Africa. But I will get the opportunity to go to America. It's inappropriate reason. Yes, more inappropriate reasons for selecting a guru, please. Let's be interactive. If your videos are off and you are also not interactive, then it is impersonalism. Impersonalism. Your video is off and you are not also interactive. That is impersonalism. So give us more reasons that are inappropriate for selecting a guru. Some inappropriate reasons for selecting a guru. One said that it is inappropriate to have material motives when selecting a guru, and that is why you can break it into pieces. So what are some other inappropriate reasons for selecting a guru? Okay, go and meditate on that and bring out your reasons when you are coming back next time. You don't expect to get all the answers from me. So,
let me try.
Huh?
How to try?
Yeah, carry on now.
I want to mention one inappropriate. Okay, if maybe your friend or your spouse has a particular goal, and you now choose to also, because of that reason, you now say, okay, because it's my friend, they decide to from a particular goal, now so choose that person. Just because of that reason, that is inappropriate. Maybe your husband
Yes.
or wife.
That is a good example of inappropriate reasons for selecting a guru. Good example. Because my friends have that guru, I will also take that guru so that, on the basis of that friendship, we'll take that guru. Inappropriate reason, yeah. You don't take a guru because your friends have taken that particular guru. You take a guru because the guru motivates you. His activities inspire you to become devotee. His activities inspire you to wanting to practice Krishna consciousness more. Not because your friends have taken him as a guru, you also go and take him as a guru. Yeah. Any other reason, please? So go and meditate on it and bring your reasons in your next class. Additional reasons. And when that next class comes, we start from there. Hare Krishna. Now, the next step is steps for selecting guru. Steps for selecting guru. You don't just sit down one day and just select a guru. There is a process for selecting a guru. And this process of selecting guru is four-dimensional. Okay, the following steps are adapted from ISKCON law regarding steps towards initiation. This is in page 34 of the student handbook. The laws are presented in full in Appendix 5, which is in page 72. So, 1 year preparatory period. 1 year preparatory period. One year preparatory period. And within this preparatory period of 1 year, these are the things you are supposed to be doing. You are expected to be engaged favorably in devotional service. You strictly follow the 4 regulative principles. You daily chant your 16 rounds a day. Then you attend full morning program if you are a temple resident. And you attend morning program at home or Nama Atta if you are a non-temple resident. So these are the qualifications. If you are a Bhakta, the temple authorities will be observing you within this 1 year period before you are given initiation. First, you need to be engaged in devotional service favorably. Sometimes you can go there to cook. There are various engagements. You can go there to do Kama Yoga, cleaning the temple, sweeping around the temple, or you can be engaged by the temple authority as needed. You can be there to cook. You can be there to support their Food for Life program, going for programs with them. You have to serve for at least 1 year. They see that you are serious. Then within that 1 year period, you should be following the regulative principles, 4 regulative principles: no illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication, no meat eating, fish or egg. You should follow this strictly for like 1 year before you can be given initiation. Then you should chant 16 rounds daily. Every day you should be chanting. They should see, authority there should see your interest in chanting, your affinity in chanting, your attachment to chanting. Your authority has to see that you like chanting. So every time you are chanting your 16 rounds, you are chanting your 16 rounds, you are following the regulatory principles, you are doing some devotional service, all that your temple authority will be observing. Then you should be attending full morning programs if you are living in the temple. And if you are living outside of the temple, also, you should also do morning programs at home. If you are following this, plus you have done the ISKCON Disciple Course. If you are following this and you do the ISKCON Disciple Course, within 1 year, you'll be initiated. This is the procedure. Do you understand? Any question on that before we go to the next step? This is what we meant when we explained that the wood has to be dry before it is put into the fire. If you want to make fire jagya, fire sacrifice, you use dry wood, not wet wood. And the wood you will use for the fire must be dry wood. The wood becoming dry means you are following these principles, you are chanting 16 rounds already, you are doing some services already, and you are attending programs. That is the meaning of the wood becoming dry first. You have to be first following. You have to be following for some time. The temple authority is observing you. They know that you are serious. They will recommend you. When you are serious, the temple authority will recommend you. That's why we say the Siksha Guru, the temple authorities are like Siksha Gurus. They work hand in glove with the Diksha Guru. They recommend you for the Diksha Guru to initiate you. Say, oh, this person has been working under me. He's been very serious devotee. He's been doing some services every day. He's chanting 16 rounds, following 4 regulatory principles. And I mean, he's always available for service. And he attends programs all the time. Then the Guru said, wow, that is good. So he's a serious devotee. Say, yes, can give him initiation. Then the Guru now give you his mantra that you'll be chanting in addition to Srila Prabhupada mantra. Okay? So 1 year preparation. The wood must be dry first before it is put into the fire. The wood being dry means you should already be following. But when you take initiation formally, you are taking initiation, taking vows to formally, officially follow the principle. You're already following. So it's not going to be a new thing for you. It's just a continuation of what you have been doing. So you have to be following first before you get initiated. The wood must be dry first before it is added into the fire. Okay, so you have the dry wood. Now, Prabhupada Ashraya. This is the second stage of the preparation. And that means you must take shelter under the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada for that 1 year period. And what does that mean? Is to focus attention on Srila Prabhupada as preeminent Siksha Guru, to chant Srila Prabhupada Pranam Mantra while offering obeisances. You should receive guidance from respective ISKCON spiritual authorities or Siksha Gurus to complete ISKCON Disciple Course. You get it? Prabhupada Ashraya, taking shelter of Prabhupada lotus feet means you should focus your attention on Srila Prabhupada as the preeminent Siksha Guru to understand that principle. And for that, when you are offering obeisances, you chant Srila Prabhupada mantra. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutali Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamani Namaste Saraswati Devi Guruvani Prasharini Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Pachatyadi Satari. This is the mantra you chant when you lie down or bow down in the temple. When you enter the temple, you bow down in front of Prabhupada. This is the mantra you chant. If you are initiated, you chant your Guru mantra first, then you now chant Prabhupada mantra. But if you are not initiated yet, preparing for initiation, you should chant Srila Prabhupada's mantra, Pranam mantra. Then you should receive guidance. That means you work cooperatively under the temple authority. The temple authority should know you as a serious devotee by dint of your activities. He must know you as a serious devotee, regular devotee, a devotee who likes to attend programs a devotee who is ready to do services, a devotee who has proper service attitude, a devotee who conducts himself when he's among devotees, a devotee who respects the process, a devotee who is asking questions to clarify it out. A serious devotee, serious minded. Then you must complete this particular course we are doing, ISKCON Disciple Course. So before the Guru will give you initiation, he will first ask you, have you done the ISKCON Disciple Course? He will ask you all these questions. Whose mantra have you been chanting? It's the Prabhupada mantra. Have you been working cooperatively with the temple authorities? Yes, Gurudev. Have you completed the ISKCON Disciple Course? Yes, Gurudev. Then where's the certificate? Let me see the certificate. Then you bring the certificate to show your Guru that you have done the course. Then Guru say, yes, you have understood the basic things, the basic principles. So that is about that. This is the second stage. Then the third stage is Diksha and Siksha Guru Padashraya. Siksha and Diksha Guru Padashraya. And what does that mean? That after a minimum of 6 months of following the above, one may select an ISKCON authorized Diksha Guru, authorized from amongst one's established Siksha Gurus. Know that 6 months is the minimum. You follow the above 2 steps for at least 6 months. Then you select a Diksha Guru from among your Siksha Guru. Because the Diksha Guru is also your Siksha Guru too. But among all the people, Gurus you have associated with, this is the one that inspires you the most. That is the one you will select as your Diksha Guru. Take initiation from him. Then note that 6 months is the minimum period, and one may take as much time as required to make this selection. If after 6 months you are not yet clear about who you want to select, you should increase the time. You can stay a full 1 year before you select your Guru. And meanwhile, you are associating with them. When they come around, you come to listen to their class, you study their moods, you ask them questions, try to observe the way they do their devotional services. And if the one that inspires you the most, you select that one as your Siksha Guru. Don't let someone else decide for you that you take initiation from so. This Guru is my Guru also. So take initiation from my Guru. I'm the one cultivating you. So if you want to take initiation from my Guru. I'm the temple president. You will get my favor if you are the disciple of my Guru also. We don't fan the fire of favoritism in ISKCON. So don't try, if you are an authority, don't try to influence anybody to take initiation from your own Guru. It's against the principle. Let everybody be free to select his own spiritual master. You get it? Let everybody be free to select his own spiritual master. Don't influence anybody. Okay? Then again, responsibility of candidates to choose Guru by the exercise of their own intelligence. In other words, you don't allow somebody to decide for you which Guru to take shelter of. You yourself select your Guru. Don't allow someone else to select Guru for you. We are saying this thing is simple, but it's very serious. Don't allow someone to select Guru for you. It is your own responsibility to choose your own Guru, because it is you that will follow that Guru's instruction for life. It's not somebody else who will come and follow for you. Just as nobody will eat for you. If you want to eat, you have your individual mouth. You put your food inside your mouth and send it to your own personal stomach. Nobody will eat for you. So similarly, nobody will follow your spiritual master for you. It is you that will follow the instructions. So you select who you want to follow, okay? I think I've used all the languages, possible languages to try to explain this to your understanding. Don't let someone choose your guru for you. So choose your guru by yourself, okay? Notify the local temple president or relevant authority. You can tell your immediate temple president after about 6 months of following all this, you tell your temple president, please, I want to take initiation from so and so guru. You should tell him, tell your temple president that this is the person you want to take initiation from. Then take written examination issued by ISKCON authority. If there are exams they give, you must pass before you are recommended. You do it. Every temple has its own system. But most of the temples we don't take any exams. Receive formal letter of recommendation from ISKCON authority. Yeah, you can receive letter of recommendation from your temple president. So I want to take initiation from so person. So recommend me. Then you can write a short letter for you, telling the guru about you have been a serious devotee, following the principles, chanting 16 rounds. You are service oriented, like that. So the things that the guru want to know. Okay. Then receive permission from the selected guru. Meaning when they write recommendation for you, you yourself also can write the guru. After your authority has written the guru, you should also write the guru that yes, you work under this person, you have been following like this for this period of time. You want to take initiation now. Begin to worship that guru and chant his pranam mantra, followed by at least the first of Srila Prabhupada's pranam mantra. Then the guru will now give his mantra to you. Sometimes he gives the mantra through the temple president. But once he has accepted your recommendation, he will give you his mantra, that you can be chanting his mantra in addition to Srila Prabhupada's mantra. Then in addition to taking instruction from one selected Diksha Guru, one continues to take instruction from one's established Siksha Gurus. The Gurus that have been guiding you, your temple president and other authorities, that you continue to take instructions from them. And you will also be taking instructions from your prospective Diksha Guru too. But knowing that they are working together complementarily, you can continue to take instruction from all of them. Unless, of course, where there is a conflict of instruction, then you ask the Guru for clarification. Then instructions from one's established Siksha Guru. Okay, communicate to Guru and local authorities if one decides to aspire for initiation from another ISKCON Guru. If after following that particular Guru for some time, if you feel that somebody else inspires you more, that you want to change, if you have not taken his pranam mantra yet, if you have not taken his pranam mantra, if you are not giving a pranam mantra, and you want to change your mind as to who to take, you can still change your mind. You can change your mind. You just inform the temple authority for this reason and that reason. I'm getting more inspired by this person, so I want to change. Once you take initiation, There is no changing of guru again. So you have to make the decisions critically before you take a guru. Take instruction, take initiation from a guru that you know you will follow for the rest of your life. Harinam initiation. After a subsequent minimum of 6 months, that means 1 year, one may accept Vaishnava Diksha. The guru is under no obligation to initiate a candidate. And after initiation, one may accept additional Siksha gurus with the permission of one's Diksha guru. Even after initiation, if you still feel that somebody else is inspiring you so nicely, you like his classes, his instructions, his personal examples, then of course, you can officially tell your guru that you want to take this person as a Siksha. Another Siksha who will be giving you direction and guidance, even in the absence of the guru, your Diksha guru. So the guru will permit you. Okay. So some more quotations on the qualifications of a guru, as in the student handbook. And we read all that, then we'll go to the next. Okay. Personal behavior, that is page 35. Achara, prachara, namera kara dui karya, to me salva guru, to me jagatare arya. You simultaneously perform both duties in relation to the holy name by your personal behavior and by your preaching. Therefore, you are the spiritual master of the entire world, for you are the most advanced devotee in the world. Purport. Sanatana Goswami clearly defines herein the bona fide spiritual master of the world. The qualification expressed in this connection are that one must act according to the scriptural injunctions and at the same time preach. One who does so is a bona fide spiritual master. So see more of the qualifications of a spiritual master. You can see. Yes, Sanatana Goswami is defining that you should perform your duties in relation to the holy name. That means you yourself should practice. You practice the chanting of the holy name, following our principles. Then you are also preaching. You practice and you preach. You imbibe and you distribute. Okay? These are the main qualifications, extra qualifications of a guru. You too should practice. You should show by example. Then you also preach to others what you have received. That is it. Sanatana Goswami clearly defines herein the bona fide spiritual master of the world. The qualification expressed in this connection are that one must act according to the scriptural injunctions. That means you should follow by example and at the same time preach. You don't keep it to yourself. You share, you give others the opportunity. And that is the preaching. So you practice, then you preach. Then from any ashram, Kiba Vipra Kiba Nyasi Sudrakene Naya, Ye Krishna Tatwa Veta Sei Guru Haya. This is Bengali. Whether one is a Brahmana, a sannyasi, or a Sudra, regardless of what he is, he can become a spiritual master if he knows the science of Krishna. So today, don't be surprised that now we are having householder gurus also. Before, most of the time, you have to become a sannyas first. Then from sannyas ashram, you become a guru. But now, it has become clear And ISKCON is putting into practice that if you are truly following and you understand the philosophy, you can become a guru irrespective of your ashram. That means you can be a householder and still become a guru. So in West Africa, we have His Grace Srivadas Banachari. He's a householder. He's a guru now. In Mauritius, we have His Grace Advaita Krishna Prabhu Banachari. He's also a guru now. And in other parts of the world, we have gurus who are grihastas. So it is not an exclusive. It's not an exclusive right of only sannyasis to become guru. So regardless of what he is, whether you're a sannyasi or a brahmana or a shudra or a caste or creed, you can become a spiritual master if he knows the signs of Krishna. This is from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 8:128. Then every one of you become the spiritual master. Amara Agya Guru Hana Tara Eidisa Yare Deka Tare Kaha Krishna Upadesh. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 7:128. And it reads like this. Lord Chaitanya says that every one of you become the spiritual master. Every one of you. Why one? Two. Every one of you. Oh, spiritual master is very difficult job. No difficult job. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Amara Agyana, just try to carry out my order. That's all. Then you become spiritual master. So spiritual master is not a monopoly. Wherever you are, from wherever you are coming, you can become a spiritual master. Every one of you becomes spiritual master. That's the order of Lord Chaitanya. It's not a monopoly. Lord Chaitanya is an equal opportunity employer. Equal opportunity employer. So he has given the opportunity for each and every one of us to become spiritual master. How? By living the process exemplarily and by preaching the same process to others without any adulteration. These are the qualifications. Live by example, preach to others without adulteration. Then you are a spiritual master. On my order, that is the crucial point. So everyone can become a spiritual master. A spiritual master must have sufficient knowledge. So many other qualifications. No, even without any qualification, one can become a spiritual master. How? Now the process is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Amara Agyana. That means on my order, I order you to become a spiritual master. That is the crucial point. One does not become a spiritual master by his own whims. That is not spiritual master. But he must be ordered by superior authority. This is it. You don't just wake up and become a spiritual master on your own. No, you must be ordered by the authority, other superior authorities. Okay, they look at your life and they nominate you and they vet you and they make you a spiritual master. So that is the crucial point. One does not just wake up one day and make himself a spiritual master. No. He has to be authorized by the superior authority. And that is the main qualification. That means you have to learn how to work within the structure. You don't become whimsical at the same time. You see yourself as a spiritual master. You have to practice humility. Humility is the watchword. So that is it. And it says further, on my order, that is the crucial point. One does not become spiritual master by his own whims. That is not spiritual master. He must be ordered by superior authority. Then is spiritual master. Amara Agyaya. Just like in our case, our superior authority, our spiritual master, he ordered me that you just try to preach this gospel whatever you have learned from me in English. So we have tried it. That's all. It is not that I am very much qualified. The only qualification is that I have tried to execute the order of superior authority. That's all. This is the secret of success. Okay. There are more to read, more quotations to read from the student handbook, page 36 and 37. Any of you have the student handbook there?
I have it.
Open to page 36.
I'm there.
Oh, yeah, read from the top down.
Okay, problem. We should not accept a guru suddenly out of fanaticism. This is very dangerous. The sastras enjoin that before we take a guru, we study him carefully to find out whether we can surrender to him. We should not accept a guru suddenly out of fanaticism. That is very dangerous. The guru should also study the person who wants to become a disciple to see if he is fit. That is the way a relationship is established between the guru and disciple.
Next.
Signs of okay.
Read
Meet together.
it as if you are preaching.
Meet together at least for 1 year. In Hari Bhakti Vilasa by Santana Goswami, it is directed that the spiritual master and the disciple must meet together at least 1 year so that the disciple may also understand that here is a person whom I can accept as my guru. And the guru also can see that here is a person who is fit for becoming my disciple. Then the business is nice. The next one
Yes.
must hear him at least for 1 year. So therefore, the process is before accepting a guru. One must hear him at least for 1 year. And when he's convinced that here is actually a guru who can teach me, then you accept him, guru. Don't accept whimsically. The next quote.
Yes.
One must bring upon himself the calamity of having to reject his spiritual master. The scriptures recommend that both the spiritual master and the disciple place each other under strict scrutiny before mutual acceptance, since even ordinary household items are tested before acquisition. It is only an unfortunate fool who will fail to go through a testing period in the selection of his true spiritual master, who is the best friend of the living entities. The point is that one must not bring upon himself the calamity of having to reject his spiritual master. If one is prudent, he can avoid such a situation. Next quote.
Yes.
One should not accept a spiritual master in terms of social conventions. It is imperative that a serious person accept a bona fide spiritual master in terms of Sanskrit induction. Sri Jiva Goswami advises that one not accept a spiritual master in terms of hereditary or customary social and ecclesiastical convention. One should simply try to find a genuinely qualified spiritual master for actual advancement in spiritual understanding. The last quote,
Yes.
correctly choose by the exercise of their own intelligence. It is the personal responsibility of candidates for initiation to correctly choose by the exercise of their own intelligence a particular devotee as spiritual master. Candidates for initiation should accept initiation from a spiritual master only after developing firm and mature faith in that devotee and in his ability to take them back to Godhead. Sadhu, Sastra, and Guru are the authoritative references to apply in ascertaining the level of advancement of a devotee. Receiving official ISKCON Guru approval signifies that the devotee has successfully completed the authorization process set forth in ISKCON law, and that in the judgment of certain senior devotees, the candidate measures up to the standards and guidelines given in ISKCON law. However, such approval is not automatically to be taken as a statement about the degree of God realization of the approved Guru, and it is not intended to replace the intelligent discrimination of the candidate.
Okay. Read the next page also, and that's
Okay,
the
Prabhu.
good. The code the
Qualification,
Sanskrit.
yes, Prabhu. I should quote this Sanskrit.
So yes.
Qualification of a bona fide guru. Tasmad gurum prapadyeta jijnasu shreya utaman. Sabde pare cha nishnatam brahmani samasrayam. Therefore, any person who seriously desires real happiness must seek a bona fide spiritual master and take shelter of him by initiation. The qualification of a bona fide guru is that he has realized the conclusions of the scriptures by deliberation and is able to convince others of these conclusions. Such great personalities who have taken shelter of the Supreme Godhead, leaving aside all material considerations, should be understood to be bona fide spiritual master. Selection of Guru. A disciple should be careful to accept an Uttama Adhikari as a spiritual master. When a person realizes himself to be an eternal servitor of Krishna, he loses interest in everything but Krishna's service. Always thinking of Krishna, devising means by which to spread the holy name of Krishna, he understands by his only business is in spreading the Krishna consciousness movement all over the world. Such a person is to be recognized as an Uttama Adhikari, and his association should be immediately accepted according to the 6 processes Dadati, Prakti, Vinati. Indeed, the advanced Uttama Adhikari Vaishnava devotee should be accepted as a spiritual master. Everything one possesses should be offered to him, for it is enjoined that one should deliver whatever he has to the spiritual master. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given some practical hints to the effect that an Uttama Adhikari Vaishnava can be recognized by his ability to convert many fallen souls to Vaishnavism. In this verse, Srila Rupa Goswami advises the devotee to be intelligent enough to distinguish between Kanista Adhikari, Madhyama Adhikari, and Uttama Adhikari. One should not become a spiritual master unless he has attained the platform of Uttama Adhikari. A neophyte Vaishnava or a Vaishnava situated on the intermediate platform can also accept disciples, but such disciples must be on the same platform. And it should be understood that they cannot advance very well towards the ultimate goal of life under his insufficient guidance. Therefore, a disciple should be careful to accept an Uttama Adhikari as a spiritual master. The last quote: you don't require large definition. What is a guru? You don't require large definition. What is a guru? So Vedic knowledge gives you indication that Tad Vijanatam. If you want to know the science of spiritual life, Tad Vijnanatam Sa Gurum Eva Abdi Kakshe. You must approach Guru. And who is Guru? Guru means who is the faithful servant of God. Very simple. Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Hare
Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Krishna. So I just some questions and commentaries on these points.
Yes, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
This part is not very clear. I don't know what they mean by intermediate platform.
Okay, that is Madhyama Adhikari. There is Kanista Adhikari, there is Madhyama Adhikari, there is Uttama Adhikari. That means the Kanista Adhikari is a neophyte devotee, new fighting. All the people you see in temple fighting, quarreling, and trying to establish themselves by quarrel. These are Kanistas. Those who you see in temple thinking, saying, this is my guru, that is your guru, you are not my guru disciple, who are on that platform of discrimination, they are Kanistas. Those who fight for Prashadam, those who refuse to do Kama Yoga, but those are Kanista traits, understand? They are there as Fudians. They have no interest in preaching Kanista. So many things, confusion. If temple is always full of quarreling devotees, that means it's full of Kanista devotees. So higher than the Kanista is a Madhyama. And one of the qualifications of a Kanista is that when he comes to the temple, he only sees the deity. He has come to see the deity. That is what he knows. He doesn't care for the devotees. He just walks straight. Look at the deities who offer obeisance, then he puts some donation, then he's going out. Many Indians do this. Kanistas. Kanistas are many. But the Madhyama devotee, he sees the deities, he sees the devotees, he sees those who are non-devotees, and he discriminates, he serves the devotees, and he avoids those who are non-devotees. A Madhyama Adhikari is more advanced. When he comes and see the altar is well dressed, he knows that a Pujari has done this work. So he appreciates the Pujari. And when he sees that the temple is clean, he knows that devotees have done some good work. So he sees the devotees, he respects and appreciates them. He sees that the Lord is not alone, he's with the servant. So he sees the Lord and he sees the servants. So he's favorably disposed to those who are devotees of the Lord, but he avoids those who are non-devotees, give them gap. Okay? And is friendly to all devotees, but he avoids non-devotees. That is a Madhyama. He plays safe. He avoids the selective association. He's very careful. If he sees that somebody is always talking Prajapa, talking blasphemy other devotees, he doesn't stop there. He carries his bead and go and chant, or he's reading. He avoids unholy association. He selects. These are Madhyama. The Madhyamas are more advanced than the Kanisas, but the Uttama, the Madhyamas, they preach because they see that some people are non-devotees, they are not following principles, they go around to preach, to distribute books, and they go to schools and preach, trying to educate people. These are Madhyama devotees. But the Uttama, they are pure devotees, so pure that they are self-realizing. They see everybody as more advanced than them. They see everybody as more advanced than them. They are so humble that they cannot preach. Because if they go out, they see that everybody is an advanced devotee, but it's operating on different frequencies. They don't see the body. They only see the soul. And they offer obeisances to the soul. They can see, even if they see a dog, they see that they are seeing the soul. They are not seeing the body of the dog. They are so advanced that they cannot preach to anybody. They will offer obeisances to the dog, even on the street. There are people will wonder, hey, these are Krishna people, they are mad. This one see a dog, he lie down on the ground for him. These are Uttama Adhikaris. They see everybody as more advanced than them. So where is the question of preaching? You see? So in our movement, we say even if you are Uttama Adhikari, because this is a preaching movement, you should come down to the Madhyama level so that you can preach, educate people about the goal of life, trying to bring them out of. So these are the three classes of devotees. Most of the time, the gurus, they are Uttama Adhikaris, but they still come down to the level of preaching. They act as if they are Madhyama Adhikaris. So this is the difference. The Madhyama is the middle class, is advanced, but is not fully, on the level of the Uttama yet. It still discriminates. That is the difference. Their qualifications are given in the nectar of instruction when we get there in Bhakti Sastri. I think you will do Bhakti Sastri the next time.
If you permit me, if you permit me.
Not be your mate, they do.
Yes,
You can do Bhakti Sastri. Okay. There you come across these things clearly defined. It's a senior class. Then from Bhakti Sastri, you go to Bhakti Vaibhav. It's still another senior class. Yadunath is doing Bhakti Vaibhav. Kamalas is doing Bhakti Vaibhav. They both did Bhakti Sastri first. Salika is doing Bhakti Vaibhav. They both did Bhakti Sastri first on this platform before they graduated into Bhakti Vaibhav. They are doing Bhakti Vaibhav currently. You see, so you have to do Bhakti Sastri after this. There, the different classes of devotees and their qualifications and their activities are clearly defined. Understand? Okay? So that is a Madhyama. Hare Krishna. Any other question? Any other question? Bhakti Felicia Danswa. Yes, Bhakti Atta.
Prabhu Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, in regarding of the choosing of the spiritual masters, you first said the temple president have to recommend you to the guru before he can initiate you. But we don't have the temple president. What can we do?
Very soon we have a temple president. If you are in the zone where there is no temple president and your national authority knows about you, they can still recommend you. But very soon you will have a temple president.
Oh, fine. That's...
You have to work cooperatively with the temple president. You will be initiated. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You've been initiated. Hare Krishna. Okay. So, any other question? But in Felicia, I wanted to ask a question also. No question?
Please, I don't have a question.
Okay, then can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
Even as you ask you a question. Should I ask you?
Yes,
What is the meaning of Prabhupada? What is the meaning of Prabhupada Ashraya?
Prabhupada Ashraya is the mantra of His Divine Grace. But the name, I can't pronounce the name well, so I mean Prabhupada. The mantra we recite in obeisance to him and the deities.
That one is called Prabhupada Pranam. Pranam. But this one, I say Prabhupada Ashraya. What is the meaning?
That one I don't know, Prabhu, please.
What is the meaning of Ashraya?
Ashraya is a senior devotee.
Ashraya means shelter.
Prabhu, please.
Ashraya means shelter. And
Okay.
Pada means feet. So Prabhupada
Lotus
Ashraya
feet.
means taking shelter of the
Okay,
lotus feet
taking
of
shelter. Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
Very good. Okay. So thank you very much. And we expect to meet on Monday. We bring today's class to a closure. Thank you.
Thank you for your time, Prabhu.
Very well. It's confirmed that Charya Sila AC Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Bye.
You go and enjoy your weekend. Enjoy Saturday, enjoy Sunday, then we meet on Monday. But don't forget everything we have said though. In the course of the enjoyment. Don't forget everything we have said. Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Yes.
Prabhu, please, will you come to temple on Monday?
Yes. Sure.
Okay.
We'll
Thank
meet
you.
there. Have you got the handbook?
Please come again.
Have you printed out the student handbook?
Please, I haven't done that. I've not done
Why are you
that.
slow? Why are you slow in doing these things now? You should not carry lies now.
I won't carry last, Prabhu. I'll make you proud. Don't worry.
Get your student handbook and be reading ahead.
Okay, sir. I will do
Okay.
that, sir.
We'll see you on Sunday.
Okay, sir.
Horrible. But Paul, you have anything to say?
No, I don't have anything to say.
Your network is always in
I don't have
ecstasy.
anything to say. Yeah,
Okay.
the network is bad, very bad.
See you on Monday.
Yes,
We
very
are
bad.
going to
Okay, Krishna.
initiation vows. So you can read ahead. Initiation vows. Initiation vows. It's a very sweet topic. We're going to trash it. Initiation vows. Hare Krishna. It's come from the Chara Sila AC back to Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. Jai.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.